What's up? Patrick LaRouche here from Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I have a pain-free concierge practice that can help people eliminate pain on the comfort of their own home, as well as getting you to understand everything that you need to eliminate pain, period. So I do this based off of my Live Pain Free process, and it literally walks you through step by step what to do physically, using the core 3, foam rolling, trigger point stretching, all based off to getting you to clear up what's happening in your mindset, so get you thinking clearly, as well as emotionally balancing you out. And if you're an athlete, this is definitely an athletic optimizer, so it's a beautiful thing, right? But I designed this whole thing to help a person live and move pain-free. This is week 3 within February, which is the ankle month for Evolve, and we already went through the pain-free mindset aspect of it, dealing with what's happening in the emotional world. If you didn't see it, please go back to it, reference it. Then we went through what you have to do, foam rolling, which is just real quick, working with the calf in a different way, in a different thought process than majority does most. And that was last week. If you didn't watch that, please watch that, because all of them add up to hitting the world in the trigger point aspect. Getting your body to do things in a trigger point world is going to have your body contract more, where fascial system allowed you to get more range of motion within your ankle itself. The trigger point work will actually get you to contract better, which will make you more springy, jump higher, jump faster, run faster, all these different aspects of muscle tissue contraction. And I'm going to show you areas for your calf, your peroneals, as well as trigger points for your tibialis anterior. All 3 of those will allow the ankle to unlock itself. And that's going to be the main key for this, is unlocking the ankle itself. But we're going to start off with getting you to learn how to see what happens within that joint of the ankle when you don't have that contractile mechanism. So one of the easiest things that you can do is utilize a handball, because remember, stability versus mobility. If you don't get your intrinsic muscles of your feet working, your ankle joint has no choice but to be stable. So one of the easiest things that you can do is actually apply weight load to the intrinsic muscles of your feet and just start working through those and hitting those contractile aspects. So with foam rolling, I told you not to look for those hot spots. Here, you will. You'll be targeting those with a handball other than a golf ball, lacrosse ball, because a handball becomes surgical as you start using it. If you allow your body to work with it, it becomes surgical, then you get to hit things a lot easier. So that's the first thing. I want you to actually start rolling out your feet and trigger pointing your feet, which then will get your intrinsic muscles to start contracting a little bit better. That's number 1. Number 2, I want you now to actually cross your legs. Now, your calf itself has 2 major bellies that run inside and outside. So what I want you to really focus on is when you take this girly cross, I want you to place the calf on it so the calf spreads. A lot of times the calf will clump to one side, and then you're going to be getting the inside muscles, the deep muscles of the lower leg, which is okay. You want to get those eventually, but right now I want you to focus on the calf. So it needs to be straight, and you need to target one of those 2 heads. And all you're going to do is grab the area right above where the kneecap hits the calf. So I'm pushing my calf right into my kneecap. Straight in, hold. Do not pull. All I want you to do is sit up. It's just a small sit up, which is going to allow your body to slightly move. And what that's going to do is give you your trigger point aspect. It's going to start working with you in the trigger point world. And as you start to work your way all the way down the calf or up the calf, once you find a hot spot, I want you now to sit there for a second, take a breath into your lower body, and let it relax. So as you allow yourself to drop down, it's also moving down. So now it's almost like you're milking that trigger point as you run up and down. And then to get the middle part of your calf, you're going to have to slightly tuck a little bit more, and you're going to now pull in again and sit up. Same aspect, and you're going to work your way all the way down the calf. That's going to be a key component in getting you to clear up your calf trigger points. The next area that you want to work with is your peroneals, which is a slightly different maneuver, and it's actually quite comfortable, and it'll actually get your hip mobility to start coming about. So let's take a look at that. All right, so the way that you're going to do that is you're going to jump on the floor, take your handball, your peroneals all the way on the outside of your leg. Going to take the ball, hit right where there's a little gully here. So as you run through, there's a little gully that you're going to fall into. You're going to place the ball right there, tucked under here. I like to get into this position here because it opens up my hip, and that's how I control the majority of the movement. But you can just put your hands down here, put your damn hands here, as long as your weight load is controlled. And all you're going to do is push down, take a deep breath because it will get tender. Easy. Now you just allow it to work its way in. Don't try to push. Do not try to push. This is working with your body. So allow it to come in. Take a deep breath, move it back down. Allow it to come in. And eventually, if you're flexible enough, you can actually rotate the leg out and you can start to roll it ever so much. But that takes some movement within the hip, and I just tell everybody, just work with here. Just work with here. Just nice and easy. Work with it here. Just relax into it. Allow your body to work, and you're going to start feeling all those contractile units start to fire off, fire off, fire off, and it's just a matter of you working the outside of the leg. You're not working the front part of the leg yet. You're just going here, and you're just going to clear out the whole side of the leg. Then you're going to take the ball out, go on your knees, place the ball right in your shin, here. Place the ball down, all your weight load. Before you put any weight load on your tibialis anterior, here, I want you to put all your weight load here. You see how I'm holding my leg up? I want you to put all your weight load in the front part of your body. You can even put up a leg here, but then you sit back on yourself. And then you're going to be like, oh, okay, there it goes. And then you just wait. And then get back up, drop back down. Sit on yourself. So it's just a matter of taking your time and getting to the right spot with trigger point. Trigger point, it's going to be tender, it's going to be discomfort, but it's not going to be painful. This needs to be that real weird place of, oh, I like this, but I don't feeling. And that's what your body's going to start saying, all right, I need to open up. I need to open up, because that's all we're doing is getting it to open up. And the way that you try this is stand up. See how much one leg is becoming more and more springy, because now you open up the intrinsic muscle of the foot. You open up your calf. You open up your peroneals. And you open up your anterior tibialis. That's everything in the lower part of the leg. You're going to notice more and more movement that's happening. And that's when you start doing in the stretching, which is all next week. Because if you're always doing stretching and trying to get the ankle mobility done without the fascial system going, you're never going to win. Without contractile system, you're never going to win. It all adds up. So you have to do the next step and next step. Until next time, that's when we're going to go over stretching. See you then. Laters.